Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
We got two people on. I didn't even know if it would work.
I was
I
unexpected
apologize.
to be on. I can get off. It's okay.
No, it works. You can stay on. How's it going?
Good. Going good. Excited for you guys. This is great.
Yeah. So first we have to say congratulations to Mr. Livsey.
Thank you.
New
Thank you
addition.
Yay!
so much. Thank you. I've been changing Pampers and running one to her nana's, so I'm sorry to be late, man.
No,
I apologize.
no problem. I do not look forward to that part at all.
Yeah, congratulations to you, man.
Thank you very much. But so first let's get right into it. So I did an introduction before, and I was talking about the Prime Theory Company, what it's about. It's all about health and wellness and really finding your motivation. And so when I talked to you, Chad, I automatically thought you would be a good guest because I know what you're doing. I met you, I don't even know when we met initially, but it was an instant connection. I feel like we were on the same page as far as what we're doing in life. Adding on to our family legacies, but doing it in our own way. And I know all that comes with it. I mean, it can be frustrating when you don't get your family to buy into what you're doing. It can be frustrating when, it takes time to get people to see your vision. But at the same time, it's a relief once you get to the point where you feel like you're living in your purpose and your truth. And just me watching, I feel like you're at that point where you're just doing things your way, and it's the right way. You know what I mean? So first, let you introduce yourself. What do you want people to know about you?
I usually say I'm an element. I'm fire. So sometimes I can be contained. I could just light. I could be this bright light right here, or I can burn down something. But I like to be constructive, and fire can restore, and bring things back to how they should be. I, I'm a proud son of the Promised Land. Like you're talking about, our legacy is strong in that area in Southern Gwinnett County. My great grandfather bought. It's my cousin on now. Our great grandfather bought 110 acres, and in that part of the county in the 1930s. And this was at a time when black people were getting run out of Forsyth County, which was Gwinnett County. So our family was like one of the first families to purchase land. After the Red Storm and all the burnings of different towns and everything. So, for me, I protect that. I'm proud to represent. It is stressful at times, because a lot of people think, because we have our names on, we have a school, streets named after some of the family.
Mm-hmm.
They think we, we're wealthy. We're still, we're business owners. We're just, middle class. So we have that history, but sometimes, we get held to a higher standard, and, I just want to meet that. So thank you for having this, and thank you for, allowing me to kind of talk about mental things, mental wellness. Just some things I've been through. So I'll share it with you. I don't really talk about it too much, but yeah.
Well,
I'll share. So thank you.
You made a good point though, man. You said we're not rich. We're middle class, but I've come to learn that the position we're put in, we shine in a higher light because I feel that we're wealthy, and wealth is a lot more valuable to me than money, than having riches, because a lot of doors open just because of the name and the legacy that was created. So it goes way past money, but people don't realize it with all the name and power that you have. It's a lot of responsibility that comes with it, and it's a lot of expectations. Like, people think or perceive that life is this way or that way, and it's a lot deeper to what we're doing. But let's talk on the side of wellness, health. I want to know really what is your definition of optimal health and wellness, and then I'll share what I've come to think and what my vision for Prime Theory is.
Okay. I mean, it's having that time, actually, time and freedom. For us is being able to wake up and not having to rush. Not having to have an alarm clock. But we still are running businesses. I just one of our guys that works for us, he just left, and Kendra's downstairs having lives, trying to help people grow their businesses. But for us, it's like we can come together and make a family and have a family business, and we can thrive, and that's wellness to me. It's when people aren't pressured, when we don't have to conform to having to, sometimes we have to shut our mouths. When the check is big enough, we have to be quiet, or we have to, kind of bend our backs. But for us, it's no, we want to have autonomy. We want to be, our own power and freedom. That's wellness.
Well,
For me.
that's definitely what I believe as well. I mean, when we created Prime Theory, we stood on 5 pillars, and that's health and mental, physical, social, spiritual, and financial. Having health in all those ways. And it's a lot more to it, but I also believe that it starts with your mental health. And a lot of people, when they come to me, they're like, okay, I'm not feeling good, or I've been depressed and this and that. And the first thing they say is, I want to go work out. And they don't understand that out of all 5 of them, I wouldn't even put that in my top 3 as how you reach optimal health, or how you start to realize optimal health. You don't start with your physical being.
Exactly.
It goes to spiritual and mental before you even think about physical. That's where we come from. But yeah, you want to have that freedom. A lot of people don't know that feeling of freedom either. People think that, oh, I'm making $1 million or something like that, I'm free. But it's actually the opposite. Your time is consumed by trying to maintain that $1 million or to exceed that $1 million, but you don't have time to really stop and enjoy life. And I see that's something that you all have been afforded the opportunity to have. I mean, I wish I could be a painter, you know what I mean? I wish I was creative in that way, but I feel like you're at peace when you get to sit down and create art. I mean, it's a feeling like no other. I'm a nature person. I know you're outside and outdoors a lot. That's another form of freedom. People don't get to enjoy that. They don't get to just go outside and just smell outside or look at a tree and appreciate a tree. But
have the time to appreciate a tree. That's very true. We're running around so fast, and we're all so busy, but I want to make sure we're working towards the right goal, as a family.
So besides the painting and things, what are some other ways that you try to achieve that mental balance, that mental health?
Like I said, for me, I started cleaning up my family's land. It was just getting trashed, and it's that time when I can just put on my backpack, put some trash bags in, and I can clean a whole street, or clean our neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And for those 2-3 hours, I'm just out, just kind of processing everything and thinking about life. And that's like a quiet time. And I mean, it's grueling. It can be hot. I'm dealing with elements. I have found ticks on me, just crazy stuff, going into the woods. But just getting that time and just, kind of, looking at nature, looking how beautiful, a street is to me. It should be a blank canvas. Honestly, it's like working in reverse. I am an artist, but when I have a street I can just clean up, or somewhere I can improve, it gives me that instant gratification that I know, I'm making this place better, and I'm making myself better at the same time. So that's usually what I do.
Yeah, I've been on one of those cleanups, and honestly, the first thing I was thinking was negative. I was like, I'm about to be hot, I'm about to be sweating.
Yeah.
But then I got out there and I started enjoying it. And I was actually, when the first time I did it, I was going to also put in earphones. And I decided
Mhm.
not to. And that made it more calming than anything. I mean, just listening to the sounds, being in my own, I was in my own world. I didn't hear or think about anything else going around me. It was just cleaning up my neighborhood and really seeing my neighborhood. I felt like I was really seeing my neighborhood. I always said that I'm helping my neighborhood, but am I really seeing the basis of what my neighborhood is? And that's the streets, that's the trees, it's so much
That's
to it, man.
Yeah, it's deep, man. I mean, we got the chance to talk to the people that are,
Mhm.
you know, living off of the streets, and kind of see where they might have some issues. You know, it's the package store, and then you see the bottles,
Mhm.
and then you realize, okay, that's one person,
Mhm.
you know, and that's that one person every day doing the same thing, and that compound effect, you know, is it's the most realistic thing you can see, because it's, you know, it can happen to any one of us. So, you know, it's just letting these addictions and everything kind of eat away at you slowly. You get to see that, you know, as you're picking up the trash and all the like remnants of that. So
Yeah. And
it's deep.
I've dealt with it firsthand, man. I know exactly how it feels. I see that we had the Atlanta Black Chambers on here. I don't know if they're still on, but that's a big organization. That's someone who helps our cities and helps our entrepreneurs, helps our organizations. What is something, I'm gonna share mine after you, but what is something you want these big corporations, these big organizations to know that they can do, not just writing a check, but what are some other ways that we can really help our communities?
I mean, it's finding the people that are actually doing the work. You know, I mean, I always say I'm not the most polished, and you know, I'm just really good at what I do. So I know how important, you know, beautification is, and like having self-confidence. But really getting in, I know, you know, funding is something that we're looking for, because we're a nonprofit now. But I want to make sure when, you know, when I do get the funding, I want to, you know, show them the results, and let them know that it's not just a check. You know, it takes the consistency and like the dedication to keep doing that hard work, and to also know that there's a lot of factors that go into all the problems that we have. So, you know, the checks are, yeah, I mean, I'm at the point now, yeah, I would like that, but um, there's just so many different factors and so many different things that we need to work on.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we can do that together, and like what you're doing with collaborating instead of like competing, you know, we honestly need to work together to, I mean, there's so many issues, you know, as I drive down even all these streets in Atlanta, it's like issues, man. I mean, and I know we have all these resources, but can we tap in, and can we all come together and make it work? So,
Yeah. And that's why I created the Prime Theory Company. I mean, honestly, I could have gone anywhere and purchased a building and started this process of physical training and the yoga and everything, but it's so much bigger for me than that. You know, the draw is to get people to come in for the training and the yoga, the saunas and things like that. But that's just to lure them in so we can talk about the other issues. You know, like I said, I know depression, I know substance abuse firsthand. This is what I want to be, a safe haven for people to talk about mental illness, to talk about depression and all the issues that they face, and to talk about solutions to finding, you know, a cure. It may not be a medicine or something that's the actual cure to ending this rampant depression in our communities and the rampant drug use that we see every day. But you know, I want to be that facility where people can come to and have these conversations. I cannot wait till COVID goes away so we can actually be in person and really, really fellowship. Um,
Exactly.
Just talk to people face to face and see what's on their mind, because you know, I started the Cascade Heights Indie Market to get business owners and people over here, but that was just the beginning of it. You know, that was just to get the attention so people can see that we're building community gardens, we're cleaning up our community, and we're also creating a space to tackle. Here about 15 minutes, I guess. We're going to continue this conversation because I'm just going to tell you right now, I want to get you on the podcast, because on the podcast,
Okay.
we can go 30 minutes, an hour and keep talking.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
But
I'm here, man. So whatever you want to talk about, yeah, we can. But we got a partnership. You know, this is something that we're building. Um, I'm with you on Cascade, and I know you're with me in the Promised Land. So yeah, this is great.
I want people to know how they can reach you, how they can support what you're doing in your communities, or what they can do to support you personally.
Sure. Like you said, in my portion of town in Southern Gwinnett County, we teamed up with you guys and we created the Promised Land Open Market. So it's something that we have every second Saturday, and it's just to let people know that we are there. We are working to make improvements. I'm adopting a stream in my neighborhood, so I'm gonna clear a path and let people have access to water. There's a river that's there, and people don't really even know that it's there. And it seems like in a lot of black areas, we need access to water. So you can sit and think about things. You can take your pets and not, you can de-stress, you know. So we're doing that there. But we're also, you know, my grandfather created a town, and it's called the Promised Land. So we want to revive the town and just bring it back to, it was Black Main Street. You know, it wasn't Black Wall Street, but it was a Black Main Street. So just support the market, the Promised Land Open Market, the ChadLivseyProject.com. You can donate there if you would like. And we're out cleaning. I was in Newton County. We created a program in Newton with the commissioner, Commissioner Mason, to tackle litter there. I've done it in Gwinnett County. We've created Come Clean Gwinnett. So it's something that's duplicatable. It's something I want to do in Atlanta. It's something that we need in Atlanta. So yeah, just consistent, determined, focused, just at getting better and feeling better about ourselves and about where we live.
And this is crazy. Growing up, did you ever think we would really have to say we need more sources of water? We need more water, but that's a reality today. I mean, isn't that sad, man?
I was on a cleanup, and this, you know, white guys. I was with white people, and they showed me a portion of the Yellow River
Mm-hmm.
that I up on. Like where my mom was buried at the Yellow River.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I didn't even know that we could go down there and enjoy it, you know, drink some beers. I mean, they trashed it.
Mm.
But we don't even know that it was there. We just passed it. We just drive over it, you know. So having appreciation and knowing that, yeah, we have the same street, like, you know, in Cascade they have the park there. But yeah, I mean, it's you need that in different neighborhoods, you know, just to let people de-stress. So.
And somebody asked a question. I have to, and my apologies for not going deeper into it, but we'll have time, of course. But someone asked, as a man, how do we show younger guys that it's okay to show emotion and to really dive deep into, I guess you would say, that vulnerable side? And we'll get more into it, but I want to know, what would you say to kids? Because that's a whole nother conversation to have.
Oh, yeah, just being open. I mean, letting you know, I grew up with my grandfather, so it's a breakdown and like generational. You know, when my mom passed away, he was like, you know, don't cry.
Mhm.
I'm like, don't, it's my mom. You know, it's not. you know, it's not my dog. It's, you know, I cried about my dog too, but just being open, like I cry a lot. I have girls now. I cry all the time, you know. So I, you know, just, but I also, a young guy named Quintavious works for us, and you know, just talking to him about depression, like talking, being open. Is not, we're not perfect. We're not. I'm not. You know, I'm strong, but I also have feelings. I mean that. I mean we're just. I mean we're guys, but we start out. I mean when you're a baby, we all start out as girls. So I mean hell, it doesn't matter. You know, we all have the same emotions and feelings, and you just be open about it and talk to people about it. And I helped him through it. You know, his depression, because we were all 20 and young and black, you know, and you get targeted, you get looked at crazy. So it's just a lot of different things he was going through and trying to like be a part of the world. So just being open. That's it.
And that's one of the generational breakdowns. There's a few of them. You could say when it's being emotional, um, even a respect level to me, and I may be wrong because I don't know even a tenth or a hundredth of the population, but it seems like it's so many breakdowns. But I take the blame for it because we haven't been teaching, or we haven't put emphasis on teaching people about being vulnerable or emotion, or talking to people about the respect level, or respecting your elders. I don't even hear that term anymore. Or the
No.
importance of respecting your community. Nobody
Yeah.
puts emphasis on that. I mean, there's so many breakdowns that I have to say I take the blame for, I take responsibility for, and I hope that people in our millennial groups understand and hear what we're saying. That it's a lot of breakdowns, and we have to take responsibility for them. But
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You got to pick up where it is a breakdown, because when it is a breakdown, it's an opportunity. That's how I look at trash as opportunity. I look at you know, collapse. You know, there's an opportunity for something better. If a house falls apart, if you know, it can be renovated, restored. Anything can. So yeah, you have to step up. But I mean, not everybody isn't going to step up.
yeah,
So yeah, you doing this is you stepping up, and you know, cleaning up your towns.
yeah,
We need that. We need more people doing more than like doing what they're doing, which is nothing.
yeah.
So
Well, this is just the beginning. We're just getting started. We got a lot in store. Like I said,
okay.
we're gonna have these open dialogues. Hopefully, we can get a good group together. Hopefully, someone on this line to sponsor some group to get the young brothers. Not even just the young brothers. I want to stop that too. We need to get the young men, the young ladies. All of us need to get together and get on the same page.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a community, as a village, or any, you know, any other mindset, we need to think like that. So I'm down with it. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is just the beginning. We're gonna stay in touch. Of course, we'll be seeing each other soon anyway. But
Yeah, you know, man.
I really appreciate you coming on here and taking this time out. And we got to keep these
Thanks for having
conversations going. We definitely have a lot more to share and talk about.
me. Okay. Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'll see you
See
soon.
you soon.